Peace, love, and light. We are back for another video. So I did say I was gonna come back with my sun video, and here we are. Today is Sunday, so I got you guys. So with the sun energy, I know my voice goes loud to low, but sorry y'all, I'm excited. But yes, let's get back. With the sun energy, the sun is ruled by Leo, which signifies masculine energy. It's ruled by fire. When you see the sun, it stands strong, it's consistent, it's always up, and shining its light on all of us. So that has a lot to do with that fixed nature, which Leo also rules as well. And with the sun, you will notice, think about it, in the summer the sun rules heat, right? And one thing I just noticed around the people who are around me, people that I know, in the summertime you barely get sick, right? Because we're outside, the sun is extra hot, it's not cold where we get the snuffles, and cold where the temperature is changing in and out and going down. It's kind of like consistent, and yeah, it's very warm. And around the summertime you want to do more, you want to be outside, you know, you want to show off yourself. You're not really trying to be inside and in the bed, you want to be outside and be seen. So with that being said, that's very much so like the sun energy, and it comes with a lot of good it has a lot of good benefits, because as all of us, I'm sure, when we go to our doctor's appointment, one thing that all our doctors say is get that vitamin D. You're low on that vitamin D. Actually, I cannot say all of us have experienced that, but I know me personally, two things that I had struggled with and I always hear from the doctor is iron and vitamin D. And the sun gives us this. So the sun is nutrients, is the symbol of health. Like I said, around the summertime when the sun is out, you barely get sick. So that just shows to show you how much is of it is our vitality, how much is really needed for us to really push through. Yes. So ways that we can really use this benefit from the sun energy, because I know our lives, we're mainly indoors. Like, I want to record, you guys are going to see me in the future record more outdoors, because I just love being outside. But I get it, a lot of us, we're used to being indoors. We work in offices, we work in places that we're not outdoors, right? We come home or inside, so we're not really getting the energy or getting the time to even be out in nature. So we miss a lot of this. And when we do get to be out in nature, I know we forget what things we can do in nature, so that we are just staying connected. And staying connected is so crucial to our lives, because we're connected to our jobs, what our boss wants, what our mom wants, what our husband wants, what our wife wants, what our kids want. But are we connected to ourselves? Are we connected, or are we connecting to nature? I feel like balance is so important. This video is just to give you a reminder of some of the things you can do to get some of that sun energy, so that you can bring balance to your life, and just as a friendly reminder, because we do forget these things. So like I said, sun is very masculine, it's how we shine. So a lot of this stuff, you're gonna realize that if you do it, your energy will amplify. So one of the things that I love to do is putting my water out into the sun to charge my actual drinking water. I'll put my drinking water in one of those glasses that, you know, you open up, has a little picture thing, and it pours on the little fancy things. I'll put the whole thing outside. I'm gonna show you guys in another video. I'll put the whole thing outside, let it sit in the sun, and let the sun do its thing for at least 8 hours. And this has to be not tap water. If you can, spring water preferably, because it's connected to the springs. And then you put it in glass, because you don't want it in plastic because the sun and the heat, that plastic going inside the water, so you do want it in glass. And you let it sit out there 8 hours, because that's when it really charges. And this is called charging your water with the sun energy. And you'll realize that this water even tastes different when you actually charge it in the water. Tell me how, I don't know actual science behind it. I'm sure Google will tell you. I didn't do all that today. So, haha, a little something you can do maybe after this video, if that is your interest. But yes, it even tastes different. It tastes different, and the energy that you actually feel, all honesty, is beautiful. You feel more like, like, you know? So that's that sun energy, because sun energy you want to feel like that. You want to feel ready to go. It's energy, right? Fire energy, I should say, because everything is energy, but there's different types of energy. But it's fire energy. So fire energy, you want to be lit up. You want to be able to go. You know, you don't want to be sluggish. You don't want to be okay. So like I was saying, that is definitely one of the things you should try, is charging your water in the sun. Yes. And another thing you could do is charge your actual body parts. I love to do this. You know how people get their suntans, but charging your body parts. So what I like to do, if your location allows that and no one's around, maybe have a gated backyard, or maybe just let it rip and let milk see what they got to see. Let me stop. But we do get so like, oh my God, people can't see our body parts, and I get it. Our body is like sacred, but at the same time, it's like a lady, a mother feeding her breast shouldn't be really hidden. These are natural things. We kind of are the ones who sexualize it. So what I was trying to say is just let that shit rock. You know, our bodies are always covered. We're always wearing socks. We're always wearing hats. Allow our body to actually get the sun energy, and not the sun energy where we're clothed. So maybe as least clothes as possible, and if you can, be fully naked. Allow your body to really get, allow your nipple points, your fingers, your soles of your feet to actually sit in the sun and get that sun energy. Trust me, it's a different energy than what your clothes on. It's just like putting your feet into the earth. You know, wearing shoes, it's cool with, you know, touching soil, but putting your feet barefoot, it's a whole nother feeling than wearing shoes and putting it in the soil. So it's the same thing when it comes to the sun. Yes, you can wear your clothes and still get that tan, still get that sun energy, but being naked is a different story. And just feeling that energy on your body parts, ooh, you feel like alive, you know? And just as a regular like check-in, they do recommend that we should be getting at least, I see sources that say 30 minutes, I see sources that say 2 hours. So 30 minutes to 2 hours daily is what I've seen. I know I've seen 3 days to daily. So I would just say the middle mark of this is just 30 minutes a day for at least 3 days of the week. We should be, like I was saying, yeah, so at least 30 minutes is like the ballpark for 3 days, you know? And if you want to, you can do, I also seen sources that say we should be really getting sunlight, because we are sun people. The sun actually has nutrients that are reflected in our own body. So it's 30 minutes, 2 hours, 3 days, or every day. So the least you can do, at least that you should be, the least sun that you should be getting, I mean the most sun that you should be getting at least is for 3 days for 30 minutes. And if you can go 2 hours daily, by all means. But I know how life works, I know how things get down, but we should at least be getting some of that sunlight in throughout the week, letting that sun just touch our bodies. It doesn't necessarily have to be fully commando, but eventually, is why I mentioned that you should, like, this is just a reminder, if you do have the time, you do have the space, try to do that and just test out. These are just tests too, you know. After this video, watch another video and then line it up and be like, okay, maybe the Saturday I did see a video of this girl saying that, I did see this video, I did do my little research, maybe I'll try it. And then when you actually do go outside and try it, you're gonna see the difference. And these are just tests. Like, only like information, knowledge is just as good. Yes, we should be gathering information, because we shouldn't just watch a video and boom, I'm gonna try it. But also just watching, hearing, learning, and never implementing. You kind of are just keeping the knowledge here. You're not really the, what is that called? The experimenter, right? You're not gonna really learn that way. You learn because you got it here, which is the first part, which is a good part. You gather information, you gather resources, but don't just stay there, is what I'm encouraging. But yes, so you charge your body, you charge it commando, you charge it on the daily, and you can also charge your water. So those are the points we touched on already. And then yeah, just overall, just the sun energy is really makes you alive, because that's what the sun energy does. It's going to revitalize you. It's going to give you the energy or energy boost that you need. It's going to warm you up. You know, it's the sun. That's what it does. But yeah, just get out there when you're in the sun. Just remember that the sun is alive, you are alive, and we're all connected. Oh, how did I forget? The almost important one to really, if you really want to connect with the sun, you look into it. Just like this. I know there's information, especially scientists, there's a lot of information that says you should not be looking into the sun. Bullshit. You can look into the sun. Google it. But there is sources that say you shouldn't. But try it and see what it does, like I said, on your own. And you be the judge of that. Because when I noticed, yes, you do not want to look in the sun. I preferably at the highest peak, highest of the day, because it's very bright. But as the sun is about to go down, or before the sun is about to set, very powerful practice to do. Remember, these are practices again. A lot of the times you're not going to feel it maybe the first time. You got to continue it, and then boom, you're going to feel it. But yes, you continually look, and even the first time, honestly, at least with the sun, because it's so powerful, you're going to feel like an energy like shift within your body, within your vision, within, like me. But personally, let me just tell you a story. At least like the first couple of times I tried this practice of sun gazing, is what they call it. Looking into the sun, I'll say preferably 3 minutes without closing your eyes. Blink if you need to, but yes, you want to really stare at it. I was staring at it, and I literally saw the sun turn into the heart, like crazy. It turned to like a pink heart, and it had a whole bunch of light around it, and it just did it looked like something out of this world. Sounds crazy, but things really be happening on the other side. And it was just amazing to me. But yeah, and it's crazy how it turned into a heart, because in astrology, not even in astrology, but just in the chakra system, the sun is ruled by the solar plexus. Oh, it's not even the heart where I was going, but I was gonna say the heart, but debunk what I just said, okay? Because what I was going to say, in astrology, the sun and Leo is ruled by the heart. Even the sun rules the heart. So it was interesting how the sun in that vision, or in that moment that I had, turned into a pink heart, and with some lights and extra out of worldly stuff. But it really happened. I know it sounds crazy, but things like that really be happening. I'm sure I have it in one of my journals. Yeah, and just always keep like little records. I feel like it's something I always want to speak about in my videos is like be your own recorder. Don't wait for your own news reporter. Don't wait for someone else to write your story. Write your story. It's his story. So one way you can always do that is by journaling every day. I journal every day because it keeps me to know. I write about things that happen, things that I'm learning, like things that happen in my sleep. I have my own sleep journal, but that's what I'm gonna do in my next video. I'm gonna write about the different journals I have. I keep going all day, like I'm back, y'all. But I really am back. I've been gone for like a year, maybe 2, maybe 3. I have to look at my last video. I really have been in and out, but I'm back and I'm excited. Because first I was like, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna have like one video. Then after I recorded 1, I recorded just 3 just now, and the ideas just keep flowing. I am just grateful to be back to give you guys, you know, the energy, because I'm learning. My life is abundant. I like to look at my life as abundant, so I don't mind giving this abundance to the collective so you guys can get this abundance too, because life is freaking amazing. We don't have to be stuck or you got this, how come I don't got this? We all can have it. We all can motherfucking have it. And that's just the beauty. Like, and I'm here to help you guys with gifts and treats. Look on to my website. My website is called Root Treats. It has treats on there for everybody. You can get a reading, tarot reading, or you can get my shadow work master healer class. It's really signifying shadow work for those who are trying to release blockages and things that are hindering them from being a greater version, higher version of themselves, or just regular trauma, things that we don't really like to talk about. But these things, if we really do pay attention, we are our own worst enemy. That was the card I pulled for this cycle reading. My other video, if you watch 2 videos ahead, I told you I pulled the card, and one of the cards I pulled out was the assistance card, and the assistance card was the self-sabotaging card. And I was like, how is self-sabotaging the assistance card, you know? Like, that sounds like opposite, like self-sabotaging. How is that gonna help you? But if you think about it, what things self-sabotage you? And if I can think about those moments of self-sabotage, then I can kind of get assisted with areas, you know, within my cycle and within this new moon cycle, because that's what the reading was about. I can review things in my life that I normally see that I self-sabotage myself with. And this is one thing that I wanted to talk about with self-sabotage. A lot of the times we think our enemies are that bully in school, our mothers, our fathers, our ex, our fake friends, you know, people, our boss, our co-workers. We think those past events, or, oh, she's always cursing at me, oh, she's always talking to me crazy, oh, there's always things that we can do. Maybe they're talking to you crazy because you don't have boundaries. Maybe they're talking to you crazy because you really need to speak up for yourself. Maybe they're talking to you crazy. Like, there's things that happen in our lives, and we think it's always external forces. And a lot of the time, I'm going to tell you, it's us. And the one part that I like about when the problem, and you put the problem on yourself, is now you're able to change it. Because guess what? One thing I learned about this life, you cannot change anybody unless they want to change. So what better way to start change is better than within, instead of, hey, my ex, hey, my coworker, hey, my boss. We'll be coming after everybody. The best way to start is always within. How can maybe you can prevent certain things so you can really stop being the worst enemy? Because it really is not no one else besides the energy. Maybe you're giving them too much energy. Stop allowing that person in your life. So there's just so many different entanglements and ways it could be, but I can help you, and those who are willing not that serious, but it is serious. But at the end of the day, yes, if you realize that you really can use this service, it's on my page, on my channel. It's called The Master Healer. Yeah, so you guys can kind of understand that really at the end of the day, it's no one else that's hindering us from our growth, from that manifestation, from getting to that job, that new love, that money position, but then ourselves, because a lot of the times our own worst enemy is ourselves. It's not anything that anybody else is doing, because someone can always be doing something, but what are we always doing something to kind of act that, you know? It just puts the power back in your hands, and that's the reason why I love to look at it that way. Because if you look at it the opposite way, it's very like, oh my God, why did this keep happening to me? Why does in my past people keep lying to me, stealing to me? It kind of makes you in like a victim, and you don't want to be like that, because that victim is like, where's the solution to that? It's okay to be a victim. You talked about how this person did this, but now we're looking into a solution base, and I can help you with that if that's something you're interested in. Really give you what I learned to personally to get rid of energies, traits, things. This work, because it's called shadow work. So yeah, it's work. If I was acting like it's not work, but with the right tools, with the right guidance, with the right being accountable, that's number one, and being honest with ourselves, number two, we can get through it, because I was able to get through it. And later, definitely, I'm gonna have many stories to tell you, because I've been through a lot. But I'm here to tell my story, and I will be telling my story. So hopefully you guys can keep up. But I will be tuning in later today. Hopefully you guys were able to get something of this sun charged energy and how to really utilize the sun energy. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys for joining me today. Please enjoy the rest of your week.